One more day and you'll be in the loony bin.
Was ein unglaublicher innerer Dialog.
And for what, brother man?
Brother man?
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now. It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Ja, was ist denn zu tun?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
Ich mach
Whoa,
das.
whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority. Like a committee. Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
Halbbruder?
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Rivershaw. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign among yourselves. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Das will ich jetzt aber sehen. Gut. Warte mal.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. Adorned with
Enzyklopädie.
the expression.
Warte mal. Enzyklopädie. Müssen wir mal probieren, ne? Das. Ah. Was macht die? Weg. Und.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. Adorned with
Elektrochemie. Na, so geht's nicht, warte. Ja, nee, da. Ich habe ja zu wenig. Wo ist denn Elektrochemie? Bin ich doof? Da. Nicht gut und Elektrochemie ist auch nicht gut. Aber egal. Vielleicht. Mit ihm müssen wir ja reden.
Yes?
Verantwortung.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject. If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us. Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Preisstabilité?
Preisstabilität? Was?
You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility. Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn toward moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee.
Das wird sehr
Do you
seltsam.
know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak
Wie
with
immer.
his... Now, was there anything else?
Entschuldigung. Wow. Was wollte ich tun? Ich wollte die Eismaschine aufbrechen. Das geht da rein, ne? Ja.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it. Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the black one...
So, warte.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Körperapparat. Moment. Wir versuchen das nochmal mit Pushen. Nein, da. Was ist denn Körperapparat? Da. Können wir... Das ist gut. Korpsgeist. Korpsgeist. Warte mal, was ist denn Korpsgeist? Das da. Sollen wir es einfach so versuchen?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked
Bitte,
ice cream chiller
bitte,
and
bitte.
an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Bitte.
Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
Ich habe einen 6er-Pasch gewählt.
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words
Oh, wie geil.
off-site copy written. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilda as soon as possible.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Sag mal, komm.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's plain a magnetic driver. An
Wie
old
immer.
lady greets
Ja,
you.
ich
Good
weiß.
morning. Fortress accident. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy? Good. Please repeat the password. No, that's not it. Received.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turn.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Cast the filament slides out of
Na,
its
lassen wir
glowing.
das. Schnell wieder raus. Ja. So, wir müssen diverse Sachen. Was ist da? Am Auto machen. Wer ist denn das?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Was? Irgendwas.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Ja.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches. Or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls.
Super.
Yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Ich kenne sie nicht.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Schon wieder.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
Alter, was ist da
The
los?
lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us, the vehicle of our future operations.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Das ist bedrohlich.
Just trust me and follow my lead. No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything.
Ich
He
will's.
looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the loot.
What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Was heißt es? Ich weiß es immer noch nicht.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field.
Ach, egal.
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Oh Gott, was ist jetzt los?
This sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Sure, sure. Understandable. Fuck, and I appreciate your effort, though.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
One moment.